Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math, and today we're learning about regression and median fit lines. In this video, we have some problems. They're going to involve understanding a line of best fit, estimate a line of fit, write a regression model, use a model to predict, build a median fit line, and interpret a negative regression model. So, when you're ready, let's get started. We want to describe the correlation in our graph here and decide if a linear model is appropriate. So we have some points on a graph. If we notice the points as we're going to the right, they are also going up, right? So this correlation that we're seeing here looks like it's a positive correlation. As we go to the right, we're going up. It's a positive correlation. Now we have to decide if a linear model is appropriate. Well, if a linear model is appropriate here for our dots, we almost can see that if we put a straight line through, it looks like it's estimating where these points are going to be. And this one does look like it. If I draw a straight line, more or less, through here, it looks like the dots here, the points on our graph, are following that trend, that correlation. So I would say yes. A linear model is appropriate. Model is appropriate. All right. So yes, we have a positive correlation with the data. And yes, a linear model is appropriate for it. Use the data set below. We have our points 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 10, 5, 11. Describe the correlation. And then we're going to choose 2 points, 2 representative points here, and we're going to estimate our slope. Let's get a quick little visual of this. Our x values increased by 1 from 1 to 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. And we're going up to like 11. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. So let's go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like this. So our points are like a 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 7. There's a quick sketch visual here. 4, 10, and 5, 11. We can see this looks like we have a positive correlation. As our x values are increasing, our y values are increasing. So we have a positive correlation. Now, I want to choose 2 points that represent this data. It's kind of hard to pick which ones, but I'm looking at the first and the last one. I feel like they line up well to represent where this data is going. So I'm going to pick the first point, 1, 4, and a 5, 11. So I'm just using a visual look here and saying, okay, these 2 points look like if I made some line between them, that would be pretty good. All right. So now we want to estimate the slope. And really, we're finding the slope between these 2 points here. And it's going to be an estimated slope for the data. So our slope is our y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 11 minus 4 over 5 minus 1. 11 minus a 4 is a 7. And a 5 minus 1 is a 4. And 7 over 4 as a decimal is 1.75. And so our estimated slope is 1.75. So we had our data set here. We found that it's a positive correlation. We selected 2 points, and we got a slope of 1.75 as an estimated slope. Use slope 1.75 and point 1, 4 to write a line of fit. Well, if we're given a slope, m equals 1.75, and our point here, x, y, or x1, y1, and 1, 4, I'm thinking point slope form is a great way to go. So that form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we're just plugging in what we know here. So we have y minus y1, 4, equals our slope, 1.75, the m value, times x minus x1, which is a 1. Now from here, let's go write it in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to simplify this. Distribute the 1.75, so I have y minus 4 equals 1.75x minus 1.75 times 1 is a minus 1.75. I then want to add 4 to both sides of the equation. Y is by itself. We have 1.75x, and minus 1.75 plus 4 is a positive 2.25. And so our equation here, in two different ways, right? But in slope-intercept form, of a slope of 1.75 and 1 comma 4 is our point. Our line of fit to estimate it would be y equals 1.75x plus 2.25. Use the model y equals 1.75x plus 2.25 to predict the value of y when x equals 8. So we're given our model here, our y equals 1.75x plus a 2.25. And we're going to predict the value of y when x equals 8. So we're going to take this 8 and plug it in for x and see what the y value is. So y equals 1.75 times x, which is 8, using here, plus 2.25. Then from there, we want to simplify. So we have y equals 1.75 times 8 is a 14, plus a 2.25. And 14 plus 2.25 is a 16.25. Now, if we're dealing with rounding to the nearest whole number, we would kind of look and say, okay, it's about 16. If our data points were all positive, just whole numbers, I would just go with that. But being a little more precise, it's like 16.25. But we're rounding it here, about 16. Okay, we're rounding down. Either way, we used our model here to predict the value when x is 8, and we got the y value to be exactly 16.25. But remember, this is predicting, and if we're dealing with whole numbers here, we're going to say 16. Use the table below. We have our table here of x and y values. We want to first divide this table into 3 groups. So if I'm looking at it here, I have 1, 3, 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 9, 5, 11, 6, 13. There's like a pattern here. I'm going to divide it into 3 groups. 1 and 2 together, 3 and 4 together, and 5 and 6. So there's our 3 groups. So I have 1, comma 3, and 2, comma 5 as our first group. Then we have 3, comma 7, and 4, comma 9 as a second group. And lastly, 5, comma 11, and a 6, comma 13 as a third group. Now we want to find the median points for each group. So we're going to average the x values and average the y values. So between 1 and 2, the halfway point is 1.5, and between 3 and 5 is a 4. 3 and 4, halfway point is a 3.5. And between 7 and 9 is an 8. And lastly, between 5 and 6 is a 5.5. And 11, 13 is a 12. So now we want to estimate the slope using the median points here. So our slope, y2 minus y1 equals x2 minus x1. Let's use our first and last points here. So y2 is a 12 minus y1, which is 4, over x2 of 5.5 minus a 1.5, x1. Well, 12 minus 4 is an 8, and a 5.5 minus 1.5 is a 4, and so we got a slope of 2. So our slope here is 2. Well, now we can find the median fit line. We're going to use our slope and a point. Let's pick the first one and our slope of 2. So we have point slope form, y minus y1, 4, equals our slope 2 times x minus x1, 1.5. Let's write this in slope-intercept form. I'm going to distribute the 2 across. We have y minus 4 equals 2x minus 2 times 1.5 is 3. I add a 4 to both sides here. Y is by itself, and I have 2x plus 1 minus 3 plus 4 is a 1. So our median fit line is y equals 2x plus 1. All right. So there we had it. We found the median fit line, y equals 2x plus 1, from our data here. Use the data below. We have our data here, x and y table, 2, 20, 4, 18, 6, 16, 8, 14, 10, 12. Little pattern there. We want to describe the correlation, find the slope, and write a linear model. Let's look at this correlation here. As x values are increasing steadily, our y values are decreasing. So as x increases, our y values decrease. And so this is going to be a negative correlation. So as one increases, the other decreases. That's a negative correlation. Well, we want to find the slope. Let's pick 2 points, our first and our last point. Let's do that. So m equals y2 12 minus y1 20 over x2 10 minus x1 2. Make sure you have your first and last point lined up. Don't mix them up. Then simplify. 12 minus 20 is an 8. 10 minus 2 is an 8 as well. And this 12 minus 20 is a negative 8. Sorry. Negative 8 over 8, which simplifies to be a negative 1. Remember, any number for itself is 1. We have the negative, negative 1. So our slope is negative 1. Well, we have a slope. We got plenty of points here. Let's use point-slope form. So we have y minus y1. Let's go to the first point, 20, equals our slope, negative 1 times x minus x1, which is 2. Simplify this. Distribute the minus 1. So we have y minus 20 here equals minus 1 times x is a negative x. Negative 1 times a negative 2 is a positive 2 plus 2. Then I got to bring this 20 over to the right. So I'm going to add a 20 to both sides of the equation. Y is now by itself. I like that. Minus x in slope-intercept form. 2 plus 20 is a 22. So now we have a linear model that matches our data. We found the slope, and we determined that also it was a negative correlation. I hope you learned something here on regression and median fit lines. And as always, thanks for watching.